season officially underway, and while doing taxes is probably nobody's favorite task, and with the complexities of the new tax law that went into effect for 2018, it's making many taxpayers more anxious than ever about getting their taxes done properly and promptly.
Here with some expert advice that will answer some of your questions is Toby Stanger, the senior money editor for Consumer Reports.
Hi,
Toby, nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Thanks for your help.
Thank you
for asking me.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. So we're already halfway through February. Is it a good idea to file your taxes sooner rather than later?
It is a good idea to at least prepare your taxes, and if you can, to file early. Don't do it before you have to have everything in place to file. But if you can file early, it allows your taxes to get in the system, your return to get in the system early, and possibly, if you're owed a refund, to get a refund earlier.
How is the new tax law for 2018 affecting folks? It's been reported that a lot of people are getting less refunds than they expected.
And big surprises, too.
Yeah, so many people are getting big surprises. They may not be getting as big a refund as they expected. They may not be getting any refund, or they may be owing a lot more than they expected. And there are several reasons. There are some people that genuinely are going to owe more. They lost itemized deductions, for example. They're now doing the standard deduction, and they may owe. Then there's others who they may have just not withheld enough over the course of the last year, and so it adds up then when they have to pay their taxes. You may have forgotten you got another $20 in your paycheck every week, but then it adds up. So it's a combination of things, but in actual fact, a lot of people may get bigger refunds than they expect also, because there are, for example, an increase in the child tax credit that may not be reflected in your W-2, that may not be reflected in the in your withholding, excuse me. And so then when you go to prepare your return, you may find that you're getting a bigger refund. It's very personal, and that's why it's good to prepare early, because if you owe, it'll give you 2 months to decide, you know, how you're going to pay that.
But there's nothing you can do about it at this point. Just get ready for next year.
There is a little bit that you can do in some cases to lower your tax bill before April 15th. If you can contribute to a traditional IRA, if you qualify, you can do that before April 15th, and that can lower your tax bill.
Is there anything you can do to get your taxes done for free? It's getting more and more expensive to enlist the help of a tax preparer, for example.
Yeah, there are many free options, and people may not realize if your adjusted gross income is $66,000 or less, which is about 70% of Americans, you actually can go to the IRS website, irs.gov, click on a link for free file, and you will be led to a bunch of do-it-yourself tax software options, and you can use one of those to prepare and file your federal taxes for free, and many states also have the option to do it on the state level. You also, there are commercial software products that are free through the major software providers, but they have more limits on the kinds of returns that they will do. But also remember, there are face-to-face tax preparation help areas that you can go to also. AARP has some through its tax aid service, AIDE. Also VITA, which is Volunteer Income Tax Assistance. You can look for that on the IRS website. If you're lower income or you're senior, you may be able to get help that way.
Can you tell us, what is a tax refund advance? How does that work?
Tax refund advance is something that a number of tax preparing companies are offering. H&R Block, Liberty Tax, Jackson Hewitt, even TurboTax. It's basically a loan that they are giving you off of the refund that you expect. You have to prepare your taxes with the company, and they will give you, let's say you're expecting a $1,000 refund, maybe they'll give you $250 off of that they will load onto a prepaid card. You get it almost right away, and you can use that, and then when the refund comes, you get what's left over. Now, for the most part, these are decent loans. They don't have interest, and they don't have fees the way they used to in the past. But be careful, because some do, so you need to ask, is there any interest involved? And also, the prepaid cards often have fees involved. So make sure that you ask questions about those fees. You don't want to be going to an ATM and paying $3 just to use one of these prepaid cards to get your own money.
April 15th will be here before we know it.
Yes,
So
it
it's
will.
time to get busy. All right, Toby, thanks for being with us
Thank you,
today.
Toby. Great to see you.
Take care.